Do the lemon still, but it's got to be getting close to the It's the end of the still. So maybe 2 or 3 left. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. We start setting back in there. Have the mic on, it was just tipped back. Ooh, wait. All right, let's hammer this thing up. $69. Let's give that another run. Oh, hey, DJ Silence, what's going on? think I'll move on to something more interesting. So what do you got going on good today? Anything? I just got back home. I drove probably about 4.5, 5 hours after work today to go get a processor for building a new computer. Just having a hard time getting a 5950. I saw they had some in stock over at Micro Center out in Ohio. And I was like, screw it. I'll just drive out there and pick it up. I kind of wish I'd have picked up a graphics card while I was out there, too. I actually already have a processor and graphics card, but they weren't the ones I really wanted. Oh, no. I'm not too worried about it. It wasn't bad. But like I said, I wish I'd have grabbed the graphics card while I was out there. I saw they had some in stock, but the ones that I saw were like too expensive. But after I got home, I looked online and I noticed that they did have one that I would have bought. Yeah, the only one that I saw there that I thought was better than the one that I already bought was it was like $2,100 before taxes. Well, I'm not spending that much. But they had a cheaper one there that I guess I didn't see. So if it's still in stock after work tomorrow, I might drive back out and then sell the original processor and graphics card I bought. Sell it off. Oh crap, where am I at? There was one I was doing last night I wanted to jump on. Oh, there was a couple actually. Oh yeah, is it a AMD computer or Intel? Because I have a 6700 XT that I bought that if I do buy a new graphics card tomorrow that I'll be getting rid of. And if you would want the 6700 XT, I could sell it on to you for what I paid for it. Yeah, it's a Sapphire AMD 6700 XT, and it came with a motherboard that they forced me to buy with it. I wanted the opportunity to buy it on that Newegg Shuffle. Oh, if it's Intel, this graphics card I got won't work with it. Then I don't think. I think you got to get something made for Intel. I think it's. I think these things wouldn't play nice with it. I'm not even sure if you could install it. Actually, the motherboards probably wouldn't even be compatible. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if I've ever even owned. Well, no, I've owned Intel computers. I've had some laptops, but I'm not sure I've ever had an Intel desktop. Maybe the first computer I ever had. In fact, it almost definitely was, because that was a Dell. I can't imagine a Dell back then having an AMD in it. Crap, where is the ones I was on last? Oh yeah, that's right. They're down below this. This one, that one. Yeah, they're not too bad. I like building my own though. It's nice being able to pick out like exactly what you want. Yeah, laptops, I don't know. I mean, I guess yeah, for DJing, you pretty much have to have a laptop. You can't be lugging any kind of real computer. I don't know. I've seen some small stuff. I don't know if it would really be a great idea. But yeah, getting good laptops with good specs is really expensive usually. Might even be worth going with the Mac, but I don't know. They kind of have been falling out of favor with the enthusiasts lately. It seems like all the creators and whatnot. I still think that the sound is supposed to be really good. Something about the way that it processes sound. Okay, so this is yeah, I probably try to stay with a PC too. I wouldn't want to have to learn a Mac. I considered it like at one point, like maybe like a couple years ago, when I was theorizing building a new computer and never did. I was like, well, maybe I should just get a Mac because I was like, starting to try to get more into the music stuff. Like, oh, maybe I should, and I was looking into it, and that's where I saw that that the artists are kind of starting to go the other way. Some practice. Hell. But my Windows is 7 on my laptop now. Oh, so what if you just upgraded it to Windows 10? I could guide you through a free upgrade to 10 if it's still got decent specs on it. Yeah, if it's not really that outdated of a computer, you could just have it upgraded to 10 and it'd probably run a lot faster and everything. But yeah, you can still do the Windows 7 to 10 upgrade. Like back in the day, whenever that was free, and they said it was like for a limited time, you can still do that. They don't advertise it, but you can kind of... do you know what kind of processor and RAM is in it? If not, if you don't know, all you have to do is go click on like where you see my documents and my computer and everything. Right click where it says my computer and hit properties, and it'll tell you what your processor speed and RAM is. But yeah, because if it's got a decent processor and RAM, you could just throw a new copy of Windows on it and be good to go. Yeah, a lot of people get rid of old laptops because they think that they're junk, but all they needed to really do is install a fresh operating system on them and they'd have still been worthwhile. Oh, holy crap. You got a... Yeah, that's a pretty decent computer. You could... The RAM... You might want to upgrade the RAM, but I bet you could put two 8 gig sticks in it and get 16 gigs. That's not a bad computer. You could totally throw Windows 10 on that and throw a little bit of RAM in it. It would probably be good to go. At the very least, I would put Windows 10 on it, and, you know, that's completely free, and it makes it a better computer right out of the gate. And then, like I said, I bet you if you look up the model number of the computer, it's probably on the bottom. If you look up maximum RAM, it'll be in the specs. It'll show you what the max RAM is. I bet you could upgrade that to 16 gigs of RAM. I think I did update the RAM, but didn't go with much more, or maybe it was the mother computer. I doubt you would have upgraded the motherboard or the CPU in a laptop. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. I've done it, and oh my god, I don't want to ever do it again. But RAM is pretty easy. With RAM, what you might have done was maybe the hard drive as well. That's commonly upgraded in a laptop. But the RAM is probably easier to install than the hard drive. The RAM, you just take out a couple screws, and then there's two sticks that are like approximately the size of a stick of gum. They're a little bit bigger than that, but... And then the other thing would be a hard drive, which would be like big, like bigger than a pack of cigarettes. But, let me look up what the, website is. I'll tell you where it is, where you can get that upgrade to Windows 10, because that computer will totally handle it. Like I said, it's absolutely free to do that. Windows 10 free upgrade path. Yeah, if you just search the How To Geek, HOW space TO space GEEK, and Windows 10 upgrade, if you Google that, the first result that'll come up, it'll guide you through it. But like I said, they made it free whenever they were first offering Windows 10, just because they wanted everybody to upgrade to it and get off of 7. And they said for a limited time, and then they acted like you couldn't do it anymore. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me pull up my browser here. Yeah, instead of making you have to search for it, I just actually send you the link. How to geek upgrade Windows 10. Copy. Twitch. How do I find you in here? There you are. I'm not sure how to do the whisper thing. Let me see if I can just type it into my chat, or if it should take it. I've seen that one spam bot sent it there. There you go. I just sent it. Oh, okay. There's the whisper thing. I just went ahead and sent it in the whisper and in the chat there. But like I said, you can look up the model number of the computer. Just type that into Google and maybe the word specs, and you should find a spec sheet for it. It'll tell you what the maximum allowable amount of RAM is. Because if you can upgrade that from 8 to 16, that would be a lot better. 8 would be enough to get by, but 16 is a pretty good bit. Yeah, an i5 with 16 gigs of RAM, that's gonna do pretty well for you. It'll probably last you a couple years and still be able to handle some newer stuff. Not necessarily like hardcore games or anything like that, but for DJing kind of stuff and music software, that's plenty. Yet chances are it's only got 2 slots, and hopefully that you can put 8 in each slot. It might have more than 2. I haven't seen a laptop in a while, and yours is an older laptop, and pretty much all the laptops I've seen in the day in that era that I've opened up only had 2 sticks in them, 2 slots. Yeah, I think with 8 gigs of RAM, even that, with running on Windows 10, I think that would be enough for DJing. But the 16, that would really lock you in. Well, when you're DJing, you're probably not using like nearly as much CPU as you would, whenever you're doing production at home. Like if you, I don't know what kind of DJing you're doing. Like if you're actually like got like turntables out or what. Okay, so you are just using just the laptop then. Okay. Yeah, then yeah, I'd say that 16 gigs may help for more complicated sets and stuff. Yeah, part of that is probably that it's running on Windows 7 because I'm sure, that the Serato is, probably more optimized for Windows 10. So part of it is probably that. But the extra RAM, even after you upgrade, you may still feel like, it may be a little sluggish because of the 8 gigs of RAM. But that's why I was saying hopefully you can upgrade it to 16. Because with 16, you could make it feel sluggish, but you probably wouldn't. You'd really have to be going crazy with, a lot of different plugins and shit. And especially if you're already operating now on 8 gigs on Windows 7. Yeah, if you upgraded that to 10 and were able to upgrade it to 16 gigs of RAM, you wouldn't have any issues. Except for maybe in the future if you started doing more intensive stuff, start running other programs or, newer, more resource hungry plugins. All right, let's see. Let's hit up these other lessons real quick. And one thing that's nice is even if you can't upgrade it to the 16 gigs, you could just put Windows 10 on it, and then you could sell it for like a pretty decent bit and put that towards a new computer instead of having to just, go buy something new and pay full price. I'm not sure what you get for a laptop like that, but I'd guess probably like $250, maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, with an i5 with 8 gigs of RAM and Windows 10, I think you could probably get more than 200 for it. Should have put this on practice. Do a couple laps around and then I'll hit that third. Oh, that's right. This is left hand. Alright, I'm just gonna jump to the next one. I don't have a whole lot of time. Actually, I should probably just go ahead and jump on pads. Get that out of the way. Yeah, you get those nice and cheap, like on like Tiger Direct sometimes, like refurbished ones. I know that's usually the kind of stuff I get for my parents. Yeah, my parents like laptops and yeah, refurbished. Yeah, that I mean, if you're just looking for something, that's not a hardcore machine, that's the way to go. My like especially for laptops. I mean, if my parents, they love laptops. I always try to talk them into desktops because they're always using them at home anyway. Because with a desktop, you can get a lot more power for your money. But they really like the laptops, and that's generally what I get them. I usually end up getting them on Tiger Direct. I've gotten one at the Dell website before. I think I've gotten a refurb off of Newegg, but yeah, if you look for them, usually Tiger Direct has deals all the time on refurbished like business stuff. Yeah, I love a desktop. I find it hard to work on a laptop unless I can like plug it into a TV and use my wireless keyboard with it. But yeah, with a laptop and a phone, I don't navigate the internet nearly as well as I do when I'm just using a computer with a wireless keyboard and mouse and a nice big TV screen. Where was that last one? Oh, that's right. I wasn't doing that. I wanted to go to pads. Getting all mixed up here. Oh, jeez. Let's see. What do I want to do? There's a couple basic ones that were a little bit older that I think I was trying to 3-star. Could probably be good for jumping on tonight since I don't have a lot of time. Oh, what were they? Here we go. This is probably one of them that's got a star on it. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, desktops, if you don't need to move them around a lot, it is definitely the way to go. But from the way you're using yours, I could see using a laptop. I actually just gave I had a laptop I bought on a Black Friday once, just as a backup machine. Actually, I should. No, I don't need to practice this one. What I'm doing. I read up on the latitudes. Yeah, they're totally business computers. A lot of Dells are. Oh no, hell yeah. give this a shot here. Mixed up again. Actually, I think I'm supposed to be using 4 fingers here. Oh no, yeah, I'd totally use something like that. But yeah, they're not bad computers at all. Yeah, my first computer was a Dell, and it lasted freaking, oh my God, probably like 7 years. And then when I was done with it, I gave it to someone else. I did replace the hard drive one time, but that's a relatively minor repair. Just another shot here. Oh, one other thing you could do performance-wise on that computer, on the laptop, would be to put a solid-state drive in it too. Which you said you upgraded something in it. That may have been even been what you upgraded. You might have put a solid-state drive in it. But yeah, a solid state drive would improve the performance a bit too. And they're relatively cheap. Yeah, depending on what size you go with, they could be really cheap. I know I get 2 terabyte ones for like $100 approximately. could use more disk space now. Hadn't upgraded that. Yeah, then I'd totally slap a solid state drive in it. You know what size drive you have in it and what you'd go with. You can get a 2 terabyte for about I think a little over $100 nowadays, like $120. You could get a nice Samsung or SanDisk, a real good brand, 2 terabyte. And that would be something that if you did get a new laptop or upgrade it in the future, that you could swap over. Or I guess if you got a new laptop, it would probably have something like that in it already too. When you were reading up on the Latitude, did you happen to check out the specs and see how much RAM it? Yeah, I'd then if I upgraded, I'd go with at least a terabyte. You probably get a terabyte solid state drive, good brand for probably like 125 ish, and then you get a 2 terabyte one for, or no, you get a 2 terabyte one for about 125 ish, and you get a 1 terabyte one for like maybe $60. Yeah, but did you look to see what the max supported RAM is? That might be what you did. You might be able to upgrade it to, if that is what you did, it's possible that you might be able to upgrade it to two 8 gig sticks. Do you have the model number of it? If you have the model number, I could probably pull it up pretty quickly. Give this one more go here. Not sure why this one keeps confusing me. I feel like I have it down solid and then I like totally start mixing it up. Ah, okay. And another 50. I'll take it. And only a half hour past when I usually stay up. That's not too bad. There's no way I was going to be able to fall asleep that quick anyway, even if I was going to go to bed. Well, if I'm going to get going here, if you need any help with any of the computer stuff, if that link I sent you is confusing about the upgrading to Windows 10 or anything, just hit me up and I'll be able to give you a hand with it or something. We can get on Discord and chat or whatever if we have to, if you have any trouble. But it should be pretty straightforward. Let me take a look through it real quick here before I go, see if there's anything that looks confusing that I can maybe clear up ahead of time. But it should be pretty basic. PC will get a genuine key. Yeah, backing up is one thing it mentions. That's important. If you have any important data on it, make sure you save it. Any songs, music, pictures, anything that just so happens to be on there. Not necessarily programs. Well, it depends on how much RAM it can take. If you can't upgrade the RAM, you may after we upgrade it, you may still need a little bit more. If you can't upgrade the RAM, I would recommend not upgrading the hard drive. I would just put Windows 10 on it and and not have any of your stuff on it, and then sell that, and then put that money towards another computer. But if you can upgrade the RAM, it would be totally worth upgrading the RAM and the hard drive, and you'd be able to keep it for probably another 4 or 5 years, barring like the processor dying on it, which probably won't happen as long as you keep it cool. Damn, 14 years. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. But yeah, like I said, just look into how much RAM you can put into it. But yeah, look, I'm not sure. If you can't find it on the bottom, there's probably another way to find the model number. I don't really know off the top of my head now. Probably a program called CPU-Z, but I'd have to look into it. But if for some reason you can't find the model number, I'll probably be able to find a way to help you get it. But it should be on the bottom, I would think. And if you just look up the model number of it and specs, you should be able to get a link to the on their official site for their product page, and it should have a spec sheet on it. It'll tell all the inputs and outputs, how many HDMI's and USBs it has, and one of the things will be RAM and what it ships with and what it's capable of. Yet the ideal thing would be if it shipped with one 4 gig stick in it, and then you bought it and then put another 4 gig stick in it, but it's able to be upgraded with two 8 gig sticks. That would be like the ideal. I'm not sure. We'll have to see about that though. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get going here. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we can upgrade that RAM and that computer will be good for you and you won't have to look into something else. But even if not, just throwing Windows 10 on it, you'll be able to get like over $200 out of it to put towards your next one. Cool, and I'll look into how to find out if, just in case you have trouble. Because I think there's a way. Like I said, I think I know a program that'll do it, but I gotta look into it. And I guess I'm gonna call that a night. It's borderline. At that point in time, some of them were doing it, but it's hard for me. It's hard to say. It could go either way, especially with it being an i5 in it. That's what makes me think it will take 16 gigs of RAM. Because if they already had the i5s out by then, I think 16 would have been a fairly standard maximum amount.